Quotes and reflections on war. When the rich wage war, it's the poor who die. Jean-Paul Sartre. When two elephants fight, it is the grass that suffers. African proverb. War is to man what maternity is to a woman. From a philosophical and doctrinal viewpoint, I do not believe in perpetual peace. Benito Mussolini. Know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. Sun Tzu. The best way to win a war is not to start one. Confucius. War does not determine who is right, only who is left. Chinese proverb. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. Sun Tzu. In war, there are no unwounded soldiers. Jose Naroski. War is like a fire, one can never know how far it will spread. Korean proverb. In war, truth is the first casualty. Aeschylus. Older men declare war, but it is youth that must fight and die. Herbert Hoover. The soldier above all others prays for peace, for it is the soldier who must suffer and bear the deepest wounds and scars of war. General Douglas MacArthur. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Albert Einstein. You can no more win a war than you can win an earthquake. Jeanette Rankin. The only way to win the next world war is not to fight it. John F. Kennedy. All wars are civil wars, because all men are brothers. François Fenelon. It is well that war is so terrible, otherwise we would grow too fond of it. Robert E. Lee. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Sun Tzu. The best weapon against an enemy is another enemy. Friedrich Nietzsche. The military don't start wars. Politicians start wars. William Westmoreland. There is no flag large enough to cover the shame of killing innocent people. Howard Zinn. War is a cowardly escape from the problems of peace. Thomas Mann. There are no winners in war, only widows. Chinese proverb. A man may conquer 1,000,000 men in battle, but one who conquers himself is, indeed, the greatest of conquerors. Buddha. If everyone fought for their own convictions, there would be no war. Leo Tolstoy. War has no eyes. Swahili proverb. It is peace that provides milk. Somalian proverb. 36 plans of how to win the battle are not so good as one plan to withdraw from the fight. Japanese proverb. War is a disaster for winner and loser alike. Arab proverb. Religious wars are basically people killing each other over who has the better imaginary friend. Napoleon. If we do not abolish war on this earth, then surely one day war will abolish us from the earth. Harry Truman. Anyone who has ever looked into the glazed eyes of a soldier dying on the battlefield will think hard before starting a war. Otto von Bismarck. Mankind must put an end to war before war puts an end to mankind. John Kennedy. Only the dead have seen the end of war. George Santayana. No one won the last war, and no one will win the next war. Eleanor Roosevelt. It takes 15,000 casualties to train a major general. Field Marshal Ferdinand Foch. They plunder, they slaughter, and they steal. This they falsely name empire, and where they make a wasteland, they call it peace. Tacitus, Roman historian. War is the business of barbarians. Napoleon. There never was a good war or a bad peace. Benjamin Franklin. War is sweet to those who have never experienced it. Erasmus. All wars are made for the acquisition of assets. Plato. Please watch, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.